Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. So I'm going to do something with this. So I received this today, nice brown envelope, and I've been wanting to do something with envelopes ever since I received a lovely happy mail of envelopes from the US, because they have double windows. How exciting is that? And look, offset double windows. And they're a different shape, look, because their envelopes are longer than ours and shorter. So I was so excited to get them, but don't want to ruin them by doing something and messing it up. So I thought I'd do some more envelope things. So this is one, I hope I don't pronounce it incorrectly, Ro. So it's Ro Soundry. She saw me on one of the Facebook groups I'm in, where I got excited because I had an envelope, double envelope from America for a tax return, and she went like, I've got loads of those, I could just post them. And I was worried the postage would be lots, but it wasn't too bad actually, so that's lovely. But as I say, I got this. I watched a video the other day from Julie from Camellia Crafts, and she did a window envelope with a flip-flop, a flap, and I thought, oh, I could do something like that. I'm going to do it different, but it kind of made me think, yeah, I want to do something with this. And what I want it to do is to go in the back of my altered book. Now, you will have seen this already done. So this is the video to do it. So I've decorated my back page. I did it exactly the same as the front one, which I did a video on. And I had this that I hadn't used that I'd previously made. I didn't have another one. I wanted to do something different. So I just thought I might do a little window envelope there to stick on. Thought that might be quite nice. So first thing I want to do is slip this off. There we go. Might keep that, might use that in a sec. So I'm going to cut it down there. I do wish we didn't have these lines on our envelopes. I do. So if I cut that to 5 inches, I should take all of the postmark off, and it does. Yeah, quite happy with that. So that's cool. Let's check if that's the right size. I am literally just turning the camera on and having a go. So there might be a bit of deliberation here. I might cut the other side off as well, because I think I'm going to sew around it. So to make it a little bit thinner, we'll take some off the other side. Let's go to 4.5, I think. So we'll take a bit off that side. There we go. Yeah, liking that. So I might just take a smidge off the top. Not quite sure where. So I've basically cut all 4 sides around. So there's my envelope. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to cover the inside of that because it's brown. I might just do some stamping on it, because I quite like it that it's brown showing through. And I might just stamp around the outside. When I watched Julie's one, she collaged on it, but it was a white envelope, I think. But I don't think I'm gonna do that with this one. I'm gonna just chop a bit off there. So yeah, I put that crease at 5.5. Might do that. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for 6. Just should I do that straight, because I didn't have it on. Wally. There we go. So, and then I want the flap to come down, and I want the flap to not go all the way to the envelope. So I'm not measuring this particularly. There we go. So that's where I want the envelope flap to go down. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Like it, quite simple that. I actually think it does need a little bit of something because it's quite flimsy. So I'm not going to leave it just as it is. Of course, I am going to change my mind. So I want to round my corners. Corner rounder. I've got a large and a small. I'm going for large, I think. So yeah, liking that. Let's see what it looks like on here. Yeah, I think that works quite well. It kind of fills the whole page, which is covering up the lovely paper that I chose. But that's how I roll. I could make it, if I made it slightly smaller, you wouldn't see very much more. So there we are. That's what we're doing. We can see plenty around there. So that's what we're doing. Now I could use some scraps for that on it. That might be quite nice. So this is some DSP from Stamping Up. It was Magnolia Lane, so it's old, tired ages ago. I never particularly used it very much. I've got some scraps, so I might use my scraps. And this is an old Colour Family paper stack. Right, there we go. I've got full sheets left. I would have had 6 because I would have halved this. So yeah, I've not really used much of it at all. I could maybe put that in the background, and then that would peep through, and then use some of these on the outside. It's interesting because one of the whole points of doing this was I liked the fact that it was a plain brown envelope. So I don't really want to go too mad with it, but I do want to give it some reinforcing. I might cover the flap. So I don't think I can cover it with that, can I? Well, I could have collaged it. Could do a bit of that, and it could have a bit of that underneath. So I quite like showing the colour there. Yeah, might do that. What I might do is just cover the inside that I'm not going to see. If I cover the whole of the inside with book pages, that will give it some stiffness and you won't see it. That is a good idea, Jess. So I've got absolutely loads of book pages from when I gutted that book. So I could simply do that. Now that one you're going to see when you open it a bit up there. So I might use music on that, but cover this back side. Yeah, so let's just see where the window is. The window's there. Let's just rip that down. This is just to give it a bit of strength. That's all I want to do here. That will go on there. So I want another strip, same size as this, in length. So I'm just going to rip that there. that can go up the side, but I want it to go around that. That should fit there. That there, that there. So we want a little bit across there and a little bit across the bottom. So I'll just take a little bit there. That'll go across the bottom. Yep. So get those stuck down. Give it a bit of a burnish. So I am gonna, as I say, sew around it. Then I might just stick, I'm gonna stick music paper on it because I say I'm gonna see the top. So I want some music paper because that's more interesting. So get my music book, one of these pages. I'm sure I've got one of these down somewhere that I can grab from up here. Yeah, don't need a new one, got one there. This is when my son weeps. I can't believe you destroyed music. Not destroying it, the music's still there. Just giving it a new life. That's what I always say. Giving it a new life, love. It's like 100 years old, this. I think I checked, it wasn't valuable. I hope I checked right, because this was back in the early days. I've got better at checking copyright and things now. But hey ho. Can you imagine if I've ripped up a priceless book or music score? Be gutted. I might move it down a little bit just in case that space is right where it'll be seen, because that would be a disaster, darling, wouldn't it? There we go. Really didn't rip that very well, did you, Jess? Although it's quite nice like that. There we go. I do like that music popping through, but look, you can see where I got that gap. It's a good job I'm covering it up, but I might not cover it up fully. Actually, I might not do that, so I'm going to ink around that a little bit because I can, and that's how I roll. I'm wondering how I'm going to go that side, actually, because that's more interesting. That's poking up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Now I can feel already, now that the glue's dried, that is so much better than what it was. So I want to put a bit of this behind so that it matches, and I'll put a tag or whatever in it, so it might actually be better to make a tag or journeying card to go in there that matches as opposed to the envelope matching. That's a good point, Jez. So we wanted to glue Collage on this. So how's that going to look when it is stuck down? It's going to look fine. I'm going to put magnet. Now I've got magnets somewhere. Haven't used them for absolutely ages, so I might struggle to find exactly where I buried them in here. There they are. I knew I had them against something metal. Now I can't open them. So these are, let's say, but neodymium is what you want, so that they're really nice and strong. And I buy 1 millimetre deep, and they're either 8 or 10 millimetres wide, depending on what I can buy. These ones, well, these ones seem to be coming out at, they're 8, I think. Yeah, 8 millimetre. And what I do is I use a glue dot, usually stick them down. I might just stick it over with some tear and tape actually. So I'm going to stick one on there. Keeps falling down, what an idiot. Oh dear. So I'll put a bit of tear and tape over this. Hold that in place. And then on the underside, there. So I want that one to go under there. So what I do then is I get my glue dot and stick a glue dot on the back of that. And then I go under like that, and that's it stuck in place. So that will hold the envelope closed. So we just need to stick something over that. It would have been better to have it stuck underneath that bit of paper. It would have been better to have it stuck underneath that bit of paper on the inside, to be fair, and then it was only going through the brown paper. That would have been the best option. I might even do that. So I can't go underneath, but I might go on top. So I'm going to stick another glue dot on there to stick it to the inside. And I'm going to take the glue dot off the other side. There we go. So I'm going to take that blue dot off now. There we go. And what I might do is get a bit of parcel tape, if I can remember where I actually put my parcel tape, and stick it down. Can't remember where I put my parcel tape. Standing up looking around the craft room and I can't see it. I've got some surgical tape somewhere, but it managed to just disappear yesterday off my craft desk. Oh, there it is. It's not even hiding, Jez. It was not even hiding. So oh. So you're not going to see that. So that should hold that in place quite nicely. And that's it, done quite nicely. So now we can collage over the top of that, and as you can hear, sticking nicely, sticking nicely. Love it. Right, let's put that under there like that, and let's start sticking these on. Getting a right old mess. Can you actually see what I'm doing? So give these just a little bit of a grunge up. There we are. I'm going to put a bit of ink on that. Favourite stamp. It has now retired. Well, as I'm filming this, it hasn't retired, but it will have retired by the time this goes out. I do love it. Love it, love it, love it. Script on script, why not? There we are. Stick them down, yep. So we need around this corner, so that can go on there, around this corner. There we go. So stick these down. So let's check out now how that's going to look in there. That's going to look good. So I want to do some stamping on there, and then it needs a tag or journaling card to go in there, which I will decorate with this paper, I think. So I'm going to sew around it as well. So let's just get a bit of stamping on there. Let's have a bit of that. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow on it because that's the colour in the DSP. Let me just clean that a minute because it's got soft suede on it. And I don't want to contaminate my ink. Like that. I might do a little bit. Yep. Liking that. Yeah, liking that. I wanted a little bit of this brown to go with the tags that I've chosen to go in here. So I probably need a little something up there. Now, I don't think I've got another one of them in that, using that paper. So I might have to make one. I've got some ready-made things here, but don't liking them. You can't see what I'm fiddling with, can you? There's another ticket there, but it's the wrong colour. Oh, I do have one. Got a bit of yellow in it though. Don't like that. Don't like that. I'm going to have to make another one, aren't I? Got a bit of this paper still left. Going to make another one. But for now, I'm going to sew around here to attach it. I want to do a bit of ink in. I don't think it needs, I was thinking, do I need to do that? But I don't think I do because I can easily get to it. Right, so I'm going to sew around that. Okay, so I've sewn round my envelope and I didn't glue it first. I got to the sewing machine, I was like, oh, I didn't glue it first, but it's fine. So I did a straight stitch down each side and then I zigzagged all the way around. So then I started making my tag. I thought I'll show you how I'm doing it. So I took 2 of the book pages and stuck them together, and then I've cut it down. I sort of measured what I'd have across there and how tall it needed to be. So I think I've done it 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. I could have actually gone a little bit wider, but I haven't. So there we go. So I've covered the back in one of the digitals that I made. I think by the time this goes out, you will have seen that, but I haven't shown you it yet at this moment in time. But as I say, you will have seen it because I will have shown it. Just going to add a little bit on here. So this is where I've faded it out, so that's easily written on. So on the front here, this is where I'm going on the front here. So I've got a bit of that music paper that I've used before. I used a stitched rectangle to cut a little bit of that paper out. I fussy cut these out of the paper so that they match here, and then I got that little bit of envelope that I ripped off the back. I thought I'd shove a bit of that in, and got out one of my words that I've done in a previous video, and I thought that'll do. A little bit of that peeking through matches with the other side. So this just needs a little bit of inking and a little bit of sticking, so I'm going to do that, speed it up. Okay, so that is the tag finished, and it ties in nicely with the paper that I've used there and there, so quite happy with that. So when we put it in, I sort of made sure that we could see the word relax, so that's that. And then I did cut out another one of those, and I added loved to it, so we've got loved, relax, kindness, all nice positive words. And I could just put that up there. I could put a little bit of cheesecloth behind it. I've got just this tiny bit. I can't really see any other. Oh, I've got a little bit bigger. I was sitting thinking, if I run out of a tea stained cheesecloth, so I could put a bit of that, and then it ties in with there as well. Take that off. Just do a little strip, I think, underneath it. Don't want to cover my magnolias up too much, because I want that to tie in there. So I might cut a little bit of that up. Up there. And then I thought, oh, do I need something on here? So I did pull out a Tracy label, almost the same green, not quite. And I got a little bit of cream embroidery anglais. Is there a right and a wrong? Not really sure. Thought that could go on there, or on there. It's got an illegible label, but it's probably not. I'm not really sure what that says. Stick that on there. That was my thoughts. And then I thought I'd attach the pocket on 3 sides, so I've got a little bit there. I could tuck something in if I wanted to. If I choose not to, it's no harm done. Okay, so I'm just going to get those stuck down. So there we are, that's it finished. So we have a little pocket in the side there, which I can put something in, and I put quite a thick border of glue on it to make sure that it's held down really well. And yeah, so that is, I think that's turned out quite nice, quite happy with that. So that is the inside back cover done of my altered book. And then I just, so these are one of the envelopes that I made. I'll have to put some paper in there for whatever, or it could have tickets in, what have you. But there is pocket there, other things could get put in there. I've got videos on making that, and I've got videos on making this collage with some scraps of designer series paper and then turning them into tags. And I added some Mossy Meadow ribbon there to tie in with the colours. Use a little flash of blue there, but there is Mossy Meadow behind. So that's that. That's that done in a similar way to the front. Okay, so I'll link to everything that you can buy. Lots of things that I used are actually retired. So yeah, but I like using them, and I'm going to continue to use them. And I hope you've got some ideas, and it's just about using what you've got. So so yeah, so I'm glad I watched Julie's video to give me an idea to do an envelope with a flap. I've done it differently, but you know, that's what you do, don't you? You get an idea and then you make it your own. And so now I'm going to be brave and use those ones from the US that I've got. So so yeah, so see you all again soon. I may have done a flip through of this before this one comes out, but we'll see. So kind of doing, as Julie calls it, a bit of time travel. So yeah, because at the moment this isn't quite finished. There's still a few pages that I have to show you how to do, but by the time this is published, it will all be done. Okay, so I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for joining me.